The nation and Suncoast are mourning after a man shot and killed Jewish worshippers at Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. And our Hallie Pilot is live from the Sarasota County Fairgrounds, where people are getting ready to remember those victims. Hallie.
Grant, thank you. As a fellow journalist, I'm sure you've experienced it where some stories are just so difficult to cover because they do hit so close to home. And for me, this is one of them because I am Jewish. And Saturday, when I heard this happened, I was in shock, disbelief. I was angry. And we got the chance to talk to some members of the Suncoast Jewish community over the weekend. And clearly, I'm not alone. The Sarasota-Manatee Jewish Federation is hosting this vigil and actually had to move it to the fairgrounds because of the overwhelming amount of support they got from the Suncoast.
Over the past few days, the grieving sites spread from Vatican City to Canada to Paris. Proof you didn't have to be from Pittsburgh or even Jewish to feel the profound sadness that fills Squirrel Hill.
Something happens in Europe, we feel it. It happens in Israel, we feel it. And here, this is our backyard. This is part of us.
Tevlowitz calls the Tree of Life Synagogue and any place of worship a place for prayer and peace.
It's a place for celebrations, not for hate.
It was Iris Nahimo's place for celebrations before moving to Sarasota.
My children had their bat mitzvahs there. We had weddings there. We had happy and sad occasions.
She calls Squirrel Hill a tight-knit community, estimating 40 to 50% of the population is Jewish and the rest a melting pot.
It's a community where people stay. I feel numb. I feel very sad.
As do two Israeli soldiers, Lyra and Barak, who gave only their first names out of privacy. They woke up to the news while they were in Sarasota over the weekend on a special project to share with the Jewish community what defending Israel means to them.
Nobody should ever be murdered like that. Going to pray, having a holy experience, and being innocent, really, of just believing in a specific belief or being a part of a community.
For Barak, it's a sad reminder anti-Semitism is still alive and well.
What my grandmother taught me, that you will never be safe if it's not Israel and if it's not our country. And it's just hard to believe that even today there is neo-Nazis and people that just want to kill Jews because they are Jews.
These are the kinds of circumstances where you think, why? Just why?
But Nahimo is still feeling grateful to have moved from one strong community to another.
My family in Pittsburgh and my friends here in Sarasota, both from the Jewish community and the secular community, have been reaching out to me. My phone has not stopped ringing.
Yeah, so clearly a very supportive community. I have to agree with Iris there. And Howard Tevlowitz, the CEO of the Federation, who you just heard from, we just saw him walk in here a few moments ago. Now, the vigil doesn't start until 7, but I think they're anticipating nearly 2,000 people tonight, so they're definitely prepared. Grant?
Hallie, are you starting to see people arrive? You did say you're expecting this big crowd.
Yeah, so far it's really just mostly been Jewish Federation employees and people who are kind of helping set up the event. They've started to play some Jewish music. They're hanging an Israeli flag behind me. So no guests yet, but you could almost feel the pride and support here before it's even started, which is amazing.
Hallie, thank you.